Township?
So I lived basically up in the mountains right behind the school up this way, so up off Hoffman's Crossing.
Oh, okay.
Little thing called Woodland Drive.
Okay.
And I think it was Route Drive 3 out of Califon. So it was a Califon mailing address, even though it was in Lebanon Township.
Okay.
So it was just a small community of maybe 10 homes at the top of the mountain. And beautiful area. This whole area is just coming back. Brings back a lot of memories.
Is your family still living over there?
No, unfortunately, my parents retired and moved away, and my dad's mom is buried up here in Clinton, and so most relatives that are still here are distant.
Okay.
Nobody, none of my immediate family. My sisters are both down south. One's in North Carolina, one's in Virginia.
Okay.
And my parents are now in Tennessee.
And what brought your parents to Lebanon? Okay. What are some of your fondest memories of growing up in Lebanon Township?
I think the lifestyle, the beauty of the environment that you're in, it's conducive for wanting to be outside and be active. And, my mom, obviously, and Mrs. Crowell, and, a lot of that friendship, that circle, all the kids were pushed to be outside and to play. And, so for me, I think about all the great things. I know it was never sedentary. I was always doing things, exploring, hiking through all the trails and going down to the gorge and just nature, just being outside and seeing the beauty of this environment. I mean, Lebanon Township is, I think probably one of the most beautiful slices of land in all of America, in the world. I've been all over the place, and when I come back here, I'm like, wow, I was very fortunate, very fortunate. Yeah, great memories. Yeah. Well, I always remember Mrs. Landgraf, who was my teacher at Valley View, and she was just always so sweet and just, good to the girls. Back in the 70s and 80s, it was probably still always, boys, and, the girls were always kind of, second fiddle, and she never made girls feel like that. It was always like, you can do anything you want if you put your mind to it. So I think she was a big part of it. Mr. Moore up at Woodglen was my history teacher. Just remember some of the stories he would tell from when he served in the Army and the things that he went through to get where he was at. But a lot of different teachers. Obviously here at Voorhees High School, Donna Exley, my coach, and I have to say, I think there's a lot of committed people in this area that are, committed to the right things. And life nowadays is very busy, and it's easy to get distracted. And I feel like I was fortunate that I grew up in a time where there weren't as many distractions as there are today, for kids. So we had to figure out a way to entertain ourselves and to keep ourselves involved and motivated. That was a big part of it. Nowadays, it's really easy for kids to, you get down that rabbit hole, either on social media or whatever it is, and you think you're checking one thing, before you know it, 30 minutes, an hour later, you're off on some other website or social media thing, and I think sometimes it's really hard for kids to stay connected to the external environment that they're in, because they end up going somewhere else. They might be in New Jersey, they might be in Lebanon Township, but before you know it, on their phone or their devices, they're somewhere else. So we didn't have those distractions. So I think that was a big part of my development when I was younger, and I think a lot of the really good coaches and teachers that I had helped facilitate those things, both physically, mentally, to keep you active, to keep you motivated and not bored, and exploring and learning, which is, I think, a big part of your creativity as a child when you're developing.
I love it. Thank you.